Good morning. How you doing? Passing my bedtime. No, man, I'm off until I'll go back to work till Thursday, man. It's Thursday to well, it was Thursday. It's Friday. Figure I'd do a little card sorting. How you feeling? You feeling better? Should we make it official and say D? Yeah, I hear you. So you just relaxing. Basically, it's about what I'm doing, right? Hey, I want to ask you a question. I figure I'd do it live because I was going through my cards. As you can see, I got a little bit of a mess in here. But I was going through these. Now, I'm gonna have to probably change the angle here, but if you notice, so we got Joey Wendell, right? So we're gonna go dark right now, but the point is, you guys can see the number on the back here. Joey Wendell's number 3. What's up, Troy? And so here's Bryce Harper. He also has number 3. So the question comes down to, is one of these a short print? Because they both have the same code, 543. They both say 543 on the bottom, but they also both say number 3, and they're both in the same direction. So what do you think? So Harper is the short print then. Awesome. Because I was kind of like trying to figure that out because the set is going to be the Bowman 2019. And in the first 100 cards, which I have right here, I'm down to one card, which is going to be card number 16. And so when I was going through these, that's when I discovered that, because I don't ever, I don't know, I don't do the Beckett's, I don't really have all that time on my hands. I guess I do if I'm off until Thursday, but I'm kind of busy. Yeah, what's he going for now? His short print. I've got to trying to get some of the cards ready for the for Sunday's auction. And this angle is just because we're here. I'm in here, chilling and relaxing. It's the only reason why I have this angle right now. Otherwise, I would have a little bit different setup, but I've just got a lot of cards here. I got a lot of different stuff for the auction. I'm just trying to. I got some numbered cards too, and some parallels, some rookie cards, obviously. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these off here. I got to find the box that they're going to go in, though. Here it is. Because this stuff here I'm sorting through. See, according to the checklist, Harper's number 3. So then that would make Joey Wendell. How does Joey Wendell fit into all of this? If Harper's number 3 on the checklist, could that be the short? Is that the short print checklist? The other thing I need to test is changing pages, but I didn't even set anything up for that because I completely forgot about it. So Wendell's the base card. Now I haven't seen any. I might if I do, I don't remember them. Some of these cards I had set up for. Like I got Torres, I got plenty. Yeah, 3 to 16. I'm just trying to figure out what cards I'm going to keep because it's so easy to get pulled into trying to do a set. I've got a lot of really nice cards. I'm just trying to figure out really what I want to do. Those are sold prices. Yeah, that's really the best way to go. Is to figure out what's sold, what's not sold. I got all these 2019s. And I'm really more of a junk wax guy myself. But it's kind of hard to not get some of these cards from 2019. I think I almost have enough space here because I got some older wax packs. You never pulled the Harper? I'm not even sure how I got that, honestly. I could have pulled it. I have a real great guy out there who's a sponsor. He sponsors me and sends me a lot of stuff for you guys. That's how we got one of the Acunas, was because he had donated it. Don't get me wrong, we worked out a deal, but that's how we ended up with it. The one that we sold to Truth Seeker, because he sent it to me and I was able to take care of him. And let me see here. I got a little bit of room with this camera. I want to show you guys something. So you did pick up the 90 and the 92. Well, this is some of my junk wax sitting here needing to be opened. This is empty, so don't get drooling, guys. These are sets, but most of this stuff over here, this is the stuff that I still have to open. Those I've opened and need to be gone through, and then you guys know those famous Fairfield boxes you guys see me open a lot of. This is most of them that I've opened, and if you notice the back of the shelf, I mean that's all opened boxes of Fairfield and even some Prime you can see on the right side. So, and then I got a few boxes here of boxes that I've opened. So I've always got a lot of stuff, and I've got one of these. Is it this box? Yeah. So I know I haven't done any of my Back to the Past Wednesdays, and I think the last one I did, this is when I pulled this. It's just a little OC right to left, but it's a crisp car. This Bo Jackson, if it were to grade, it probably would grade about a 9. That's what I'm thinking. Just because of the crispness, and just because it's slightly off center, I think that would take away from it. And then I got the little ink bubble on the right, so I might get like an 8.5 or 9. These is a Gem Mint 10. They sell for about $70. So I was really cool that I was able to pull that, and I still have 3 stacks in here that I've been wanting to open and go through. If you guys don't mind, I'll open some of this up if you want. I'll try to get a better camera angle so we can do this. Let's see. Because I know that light's going to interfere a little bit. Let me see something. Give me a minute here to sort out some of this space. I have a little bit less space when it comes to this, and I'm going to actually adapt the top of this to make room. And I'm going to put a board up here so I can extend this out. And if I do this right, what is up, Sam? Where's your buddy Jesse? Let's get these here. Yeah, I know, Troy. That's why I figured I'll open some of them up, see if we can't try to get another one of these bows, because I'm thinking of maybe sending some of these in. He had like 3 more boxes for $10. That's cool. So let's see if we've got a better setup here to do this. So let me try something here with the computer. I'm going to change this now as we move a few cards around, make a little bit of room, and see how this is going to come out. Rearrange the light and see how well that's going to look. Let's see. Where's my phone? Let me check my phone here and see how that's going to look. Let me open this back up. Let's see. Let's set the box here. And a little bit of adjustment. It's not bad. I mean, I had to adapt the light some because of the laptop. Let's see. Because the key's going to come down to. Yeah, I actually didn't expect to pull that bow, honestly, as much as I was hoping to. I just was surprised. And that was actually the last Back to the Past Wednesday I did. I just kind of, I'm always just so busy, guys. Even though I'm off for a few days, I still got a lot of work to do. I'm doing work around the house, obviously with the wax cave and other stuff. So here we go. We're going to try this. Got some of my Steelers going here. And let's see about pulling some of these packs out. And maybe doing the upper left stack. There we go. What do you guys think? Do this one stack here at top left. Again, we're going to readjust the camera. I'm going to try something here. Let me see something here. Because I want to see if I can make a little more room and bring the camera a little towards me. I open the drawer and let me try this here and see how this will work out. Because if we can get this going, that would be good, There'll be a little bit. That's a little bit lower. And let's change the angle of the light. I know that you guys got this in there, but that's it. So what do you think? Think we have enough space now? Obviously, we still got to work on the lighting, but what is up, Shaq Rat? Shaq Rat is in the house. So here we go, guys. Let's check this out. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we can't pull another one of those Bo Jacksons. I actually had a list of all the hot cards in here, but I don't know what I did with that list, but there we go, the MVP cards. Let's see, Lou Whitaker. Oh, look at that. 1990 Ryne Sandberg. That is awesome. So that's a good one. Treadway, Terry, you've done worse. Swindle, Henderson. Oh, look at this. Nice Will Clark. Part of the dream team. Let's see, Mark Grant. Benny Santiago. This is his 4th-year card. Ron Darling. Lloyd McClendon. Bream. There's Sid Bream, right? Oh, look at Jose Viscano. That's a good rookie to get there out of the set. I still got to break down, and I've got to go to my LCS. I know that I have sleeves somewhere, but I can't find them right now after moving everything around. It's not the house mouse, it's the Shaq Rat. So Chipper Jones should be in this. 1990. Oh, yeah, his rookie, not his prospect. There's the famous Charles Nagy. So let me see here. Slide that there. Put the stack back here. Let's see, Liebrent, Leonard. I know you guys are used to my videos way up here. Let's see. Try to bring it a little closer for you. There we go. So here is Greg Gagne. Alan Anderson. Pat Borders. Glenn Davis. That was decent enough. MVP. Oh, look at that Tony Gwynn. That's nice. Nice Tony Gwynn. How clear is the screen for you guys? I'm a little bit blurry on when I'm looking at my phone. Mickey Sasser, Oil Can Boyd, Carmelo Castillo, Rick Leach, Bo Diaz, John Dobson, Marquise Grissom. There we go. That's a rookie. Oh, look at that, guys. Mike Stanton rookie card. Nice. I told you there's the famous Nagy. That is awesome, man. We got some nice cards in these first couple of packs. Yeah, so it's going to be I can see clarity on my computer screen. Oh, there's our first. That was our first spin. Huh. So I'm clear on the laptop. So I'm wondering if it's the connection to the Wi-Fi or possibly the lighting. At least we're basically smooth. Just that's the first time we had a spin. Look at that, Cal Ripken Jr. Yeah, it looks like it's clear on my end too. I'm looking at my cell phone too. Sid the Kid Fernandez, Robin Yount, Teddy Higuera, Will Clark. So this is pretty. These are some pretty good packs here. Ricky Henderson, Jeff King, Tim Cruz, Alfredo Griffin, Mike Davis, John Smiley, Glenn Wilson, Paul Sorrento. He was pretty decent. Mike Muniz, and Sammy Sosa. Look at that, guys. How about that for a nice card? A little right to left, but it may look more than it really is because of the curve down here. But that's a nice little Sammy Sosa there. What is up, Paul? How you doing? I didn't really sleep last night, guys. I went to sleep about 5 in the morning, got up a few hours later. Did a lot of errands. I did take a short couple-hour nap this afternoon. It's that time of year where I sleep a lot less because of the weather changes. And then did some work around the house. Finally got the shelf anchored better. And then we have my wife for our congregation is getting ready to do what we call movie night. And so what we do is sometimes we get, oh, there's a nice little Pedro Guerrero. And so what we'll do is, oh, Bo knows, is we'll make props. And so I've been working on that too with the Wax Cave, with rearranging all of the stuff that was originally in here, figuring out what we're going to keep. Chris Hammond, rookie. Larry Walker, rookie. There we go. Too bad they made way too many of these boxes, but I'm not going to complain because in the end, we have some great cards that we can get at a great price of players that we really enjoyed watching over the years. When I was watching how expensive, and I say this because somebody, man, they spent like $40,000 on a card that just recently came out, and the person hasn't really proven themselves yet, and they spent $42,000 on a Gem 10. I'm like, seriously? And that wasn't even an autograph. Rafael Ramirez and Ozzie Smith. So we got some decent players here. Ozzie Smith, that's a good one. Mark Langston had some good years. He just didn't have a longevity. Steve Wilson, Ron Kittle, Don August, Gary Pettis, Hojo, Greg Walker, Bill Kruger, That guy was fast. Willie McGee. So we got Billy Hatcher, Andy Benez. Only one rookie in this one, and that would be John Orton. Let's see here. So what are you guys planning to do this weekend? It is very expensive, bro. I was like, are you serious? It was a video of this guy. He does, his name is like PSA something or another. And what he does is he talks about cards and prices and stuff. And he goes by what sold and whatever the month was. And he lists the different prices. I'm going to drink some water. And when he started, what is up, NASCAR? How you doing? When he started the list of 20 cards, the first card he listed, and he gives you the parameters of each of the qualifiers for the cards that are PSA and BGS certified. There's a Paul O'Neill. Not too bad. It's just a fifth-year card. Carlton Fisk. He was real good. There's Greg Biggio. Ben McDonald. He was an okay player. Deion James. Mariano Duncan. Tim Burke. Danny Heap. Terry Francona. One of his cousins actually babysat me when I was younger. But she got in trouble for letting us have fun. She was not asked back. We were all kind of grounded. And so she said, well, if you're grounded, we'll just, invite the neighborhood kids over and you guys can have, play in the backyard. So that's what we did. We took advantage of it. My dad came home and woo, he was livid. Yeah, she was never allowed back. Oh, well. From Winningham. There's Rafael Ramirez again. Oh, Wade Boggs. There we go. So we got, this is our third to last pack in the left stack. She was a cool babysitter. Oh, yeah. We had a couple of those. Here is Greg Blosser. At least I heard of Ben McDonald. I actually have never heard of that guy. Ken Romine. Oh, Polonia. Dravecki. Holton. Berryhill. Henke. Javier. Fisher. And Kutcher. Let's see, in the next few days, I should be getting a 16 by 20 autograph Nolan Ryan, the Bloody Nose Rangers photo. I forget why it was that one. I forgot why he got the bloody nose. Yeah, we had another babysitter. Her name was Misty. I remember her name because she was with us for a while. She was cool, and she followed the rules. She still let us slide. Oral Hershiser, he was decent. Oh, there is Chris Sabo, guys, and the glasses. And we would play hide and seek. Oh, look at this, Tony Gwynn. And speaking of Nolan Ryan, and we would do hide and seek, tag. We had these woods nearby. Pascual Perez. And we had some good sitters over the time. Greg Maddox. Nice. There's Mark Lemke and Randy Nosek. So here is the last pack from the top left. That's what I thought he was talking about. I've got a Robin Ventura materials card, like a relic card. Not from that game, but I have it was kind of cool that I got it. Let's see, Fletcher, Coles, Greg, Davis, White, Paul. Look at that, Wade Boggs. Man, this left side was cool. Joe Girardi. how long before we have to start making sure we set his cards aside? I mean, this is his rookie card anyways. So we're going to set that aside. Hansen, Gott, Ortiz, Kruger, Dempsey, Navarro, Dyer. Oh, John Olenrud. He had a decent career. So there's two things going on in the sports world that I have a question about. Well, first, you guys want me to continue in the box and open the next stack in the box? I still have 2 stacks left. I have the top right and bottom right. Yeah, so my questions are this. New York Mets, the 2 guys, the Wilpons, are getting ready to sell some of their shares. Yeah, I'm still looking for another Jackson. They're pretty rare. So I'm not sure if we can pull another one. But Troy, if you're game, I'm game. You game? And so the Wilpons they're going to be selling There's part of what they're no longer going to be. In 5 years, they lose their ability to control the team. That was part of the deal, and I'm kind of excited about that because I sometimes think the Wilpons, I call it the Wilponsies. They I don't think that they're really helping the team in a lot of cases. And so I got excited. I was like, maybe we're gonna get some good deals and stuff. And then they went ahead and brought in a guy for his defense, but not for his power. And we have some guys that I think are going to be really good already on the team in the outfield that can hit better and still have pretty good defense. So I'm trying to figure out what the heck are we missing in the outfield? Look at this, another Gwynn. Nice. Oh, and a Ryan right behind him. That is sweet. And what's interesting is they go and they trade 2 prospects. What's up, Hass McGee? Yeah, I think but you guys got a better deal, I think. I think you guys are getting in the long run, you're getting better players. Because Marcinek, he's like a 214, something like that. Juan Gonzalez. Look at that. We pulled his rookie card. Brian Dubois. Yeah, I know, but I just don't think that getting this guy. Hopefully, Marcinek is going to be good, but that's a lot of rookies, bro. And we just, you know what I'm saying? We'll do this when we finish opening these. Then we'll pull out. Let's see how many different rookie cards we got in this. This is because I've opened boxes like this and not had this much success with the quality of the Hall of Famers and the rookie cards. But Hanson, I get it. There's a guy we got JD Davis from you guys too at one point, and he was talking about that he wasn't aware of it. He says, "Man, I was only hitting 183. If I knew that was going on," he goes, I would have taken advantage of it." Yeah, JD worked really well with us. He didn't work out well for you guys. Oh, guys, look at that. Chuck Nobla, first round pick card. I didn't even know that was in the set. Yeah, I'm glad. I was kind of excited about Davis and watching his numbers last year. Matt Williams. This is his probably second or third year card. Lighton, Hesketh, Boston, White, Wetland, Joe Oliver, Eric Anthony, and Tino Martinez. Tino wasn't too bad. Not the world's greatest player, but Tino wasn't too bad. We'll put him over here. We'll put him in the good pile. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this story too, because what Davis was saying about Beltran, when he was talking about Beltran, he's like, that guy is sharp. And I actually was having a conversation with someone about Beltran the other day. And when we were talking, it was like, okay, the question was, really, how good is Beltran? Beltran, from my understanding, now I'm not going to go by his playing, because his playing, like everybody, has its moments. But there's Chris Sable's glasses again. Young, Kyle Abbott. And if you guys ever watched, there's a special about Ted Williams. And Ted Williams is just a phenomenal player. Greg Maddux again. He, there's a nice card. First time I've seen that card. So we're going to put that here. Then Milky. Yeah, I'm not going to say that I don't agree. I believe that Fiers did exaggerate some of it. Now, you can tell there was some of it was true. There was cheating. You can tell. I think we all agree there were some moments that there were definitely something going on. But how deep is it? How good is it? So Beltran, this one's about Joe DiMaggio, this one. Beltran, I think, is probably a better person to understand the game than he is to play the game. Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer. And I believe that is kind of like Ted Williams. Ted Williams, he could look at a pitcher and he knew almost every single time what pitch was coming. That's why he batted 400 his last season. He understood that stuff. Now, Keith Hernandez is a good player, too. Bobby Rose, Mickey Weston, and Mike Blowers. Hey, you get some sleep, Troy. Eventually, I will, too. Yeah, some good stuff. You'll find out if we get if we pull another Bo Jackson. That'd be cool. I know how hard those are to pull. There's a Collier Yastrzemski MVP card. So I think Beltran is very good at understanding the game, the logistics, the what to look for. So there are certain parts of the game that when you are looking at a pitcher, you can learn their telltale signs. And then they start letting you know literally what they're about to throw to you. And when they start doing that, that's where you have your advantage. And I think that was where Beltran probably excels, is that he can remember. He doesn't need to Google it. He remembers in a situation what this guy is going to do, how he's going to pitch, what he's going to pitch. It's the same thing as somebody who knows how to count cards. And because yeah, I agree. Every team finds a way to cheat. Eddie Murray's going to put him back to back there. And I believe there's Roger Clemens. That's cool. Paul O'Neill. Saw him earlier. 5-year card. And so, what's up, Henry? How you doing? So I agree. I believe that that there was an interesting interview. I don't know if you guys saw it. It had to do with the Red Sox when Beltran went to the Yankees, and then the Red Sox beat the Yankees. And when the Red Sox beat the Yankees, I can't remember his name, but one of the managers said that I know how he works. So he goes, and that's why they beat us. So he knows how good Beltran can assess a situation. Is it possible that he assisted in getting better information? Well, there's that possibility, but once the was it MLB finally gets around to finishing their investigation, then they can let us know, hey, this is exactly what they did. This is what they're guilty of. This is what they're not guilty of. We didn't find anything out of the ordinary. So just like somebody who can count cards in a casino, I think Beltran can count pitches in a sense. Just like Ted Williams. Ted Williams was famous for that. And he would get mad at his teammates because he's like, how could you not know what he's going to throw you? He's telling you he's going to throw it to you, and you don't even see it. Dave Righetti, I liked him. Pulowski, Pat Combs, he had a decent career. Well, counting cards can be easy. 1, 2, 3, right? I can't disagree with you on that. At first, I was like, man, and they should, if it's as deep as they say and it's as bad as they say, then yeah, vacate it. But what is up, Dale? But there's a lot of folks. They didn't win every game that they did that they were doing the whistling, that they were hitting the trash cans. So this is the last pack in the top right of the box. Cleto Washington, he was a good utility player. So let's go back to Barshek. So Marshak was batting, what was it, 214 last year or something like that. So this guy here is a good utility player. He's an outfielder. So let's look at some numbers. So he's a career 279, 308 stolen bases, 163 home runs, 1,800 hits. So he was a good utility. This is what you call a utility player. Not a Hall of Famer, but a good utility player. And I'm really hoping that this Marsnick guy will be a good utility player at the minimum, if they're going to give up 2 prospects to get him. So, there we go. There's one. Oh, that's Jose Gonzalez. It's not Juan Gon. Okay, so we did 2 stacks in this box on the top left and top right. And we did originally 1 stack months ago. So in the 2 stacks out of the box, we got all these really cool cards, and we're going to take a look at them. So here we go. I know Troy's already left, but he was asking if we could do that. So here we go. So we got Clemens, Murray, And this is the first time I've seen this one. This is a Bo Jackson MVP. Tino Martinez. No, they won't vacate it. I can't see them vacating it at this point. I do see a possibility of people being suspended and fined. You know, because the Astros are not really, at least from us outside of that area. And here's Juan Gonzalez, rookie. Nolan Ryan, Tony Gwynn. You know, Joe Girardi's rookie. So outside of the Astro area, we're not hearing much as far as what the team is saying and whatnot. So yeah, we're just waiting to hear what happens, and we'll do what every team does. In Major League Baseball will move on. You know, there's people that say I'm never going to watch the game again. I'm like, you know what? In the end, it is cool to watch. Look at that Larry Walker, right? Sammy Sosa. This is a Sosa rookie, or one of his rookies. Ricky Henderson. There's some nice cards in this sets, guys. I know that it wants to go to the background there every time. That's why I try to do this as close as I can. I'm gonna have to change the way the background is. So there's a Mike Stanton rookie, Marquise Grissom rookie, Gwynn. Yeah, I'm glad you stopped by, bro. Because you know I'm gonna, and I hope you believe what I'm about to say is true. That you know I've got a voice of reasoning. I try to look at both sides of it. I try to understand what are the possibilities, what are the worst case scenario, what exactly could have been going on. Yeah, it's always better there being person. Okay, guys, so we have our first stack. If you guys aren't familiar, a while back I was doing my Back to the Past Wednesdays, and I'm going to start doing that again. And we actually pulled this live, you know, obviously live in my Back to the Past. And it's just a really cool card. I think this is probably one of the coolest cards ever. Oh no, I thank you for coming on, bro. I appreciate you coming in, and because you know I'm gonna sit here and say, well, let's look at it. You know, can they lose their title? It doesn't make any sense because there's already 1 year that baseball doesn't have a title because of it being shortened by a strike. And because of that strike, it kind of ruined the game for a while. And I don't think they want to do that again. So, guys, shall we do this? Shall we do the last side? And I got some nice cards in there too. But you guys already have a video for that. Shall we? Oh, actually, this is what's left. I was opening packs. Looks like I was opening some of the packs, so I guess we are going to finish this now. Finish the last 4 packs. Since, you know, we're having intelligent conversations, let's, you know, there we go. Okay, so we got the last 4 packs of that box. I actually have another box of these. We're not going to open it up though. So here we go. Last 4 packs in this box. See, they always show the rookies in the back. So Joe Skalski, very Polish. Well, I'll tell you something, man. You need to be obsessed about your own team. You need to be obsessed about what you're doing. You figure I'm obsessed with cards. I'm more into opening cards, looking at history or the historicity of the individual players. Tony Fernandez. What do you guys know about Tony Fernandez? You flip over the card and say, okay, here's Tony Fernandez. In 1989, he was batting 257, right? At that time, he was a career 292. Look at his at-bats, the runs, hits, and this was in what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. And he wasn't a great home run hitter. So based on these numbers, what do we call him? Cornette. He was a good utility player. He helped teams. I know this because I always liked this guy. And so that's the thing. It's the historicity. Well, Hats, I this is the only time you're going to, we'll probably disagree about other stuff. But I'm not going to disagree. I'm going to disagree with you on that based on some videos I've seen. There's a couple of different videos where, and I never saw him do it before except during certain games, that they believe that somebody was being used in the outfield when the bullpen, that he would look out there every time for whatever reason. I never saw him do that before except for those games. Now, if he does that every time he's up to bat, that he looks to the bullpen, no matter what side of the stadium it's on, he's always looking in these two different scenarios they were showing us. He's looking into the bullpen. And they believe during those games that one of the pitchers would stand up and sit back down. And they believe that they were tipping off the pitch that was going to be coming based on who or where the person was standing. Oh, look at that. That's a nice card there. Ricky rips the Jays. So remember, there's no guarantees because, why was he doing that? I kind of question that. Why was he looking in the outfield? What was he looking at? And it was right before the pitcher. It was always right after the pitcher agreed to whatever the catcher sign was, that they were in agreement. So I can't say that he's innocent. Yeah, I seen some of what John Boy, and he did really bring to light a lot of stuff, honestly. Some of it's going to be coincidence, which I think you'll agree with me. But for the most part, there's a lot of it that is true. Something was going on. And we all know that every team, cheats. I mean, they cheat, or they try to. The term is push the envelope. So the question comes down to when does John Boy turn it to sensationalism, and where does fact and fiction? That's where does it start? Where does it separate? So Espinosa, Trammell. He was a good player. Perez-Belio, De Leon, Jones. Yeah, I like this game 4. So where were you guys when the earthquake happened? Let's talk about, it's just sad some people lost their lives, but it was interesting. I like that card. It's kind of neat that they both were in the World Series at that time. I know for me, when I was just getting comfortable, I actually had been in, and if you guys were watching my videos, well, I know you guys have been. watching the game riding the wave. And I had been in San Francisco earlier that year. Yeah, the TV went out. I was in upstate New York, and we lost transmission. And we're like, I didn't want to lose transmission because I wanted to know more about the earthquake and everything. I was so surprised that they would lose transmission. Hey, Hats, I appreciate you stopping in as always, bro. Don't forget this Sunday, guys, 12 noon. Sometime during that, we're going to go ahead and we've got 4 cards to give away. So make sure you guys watch. Obviously, we subscribe because this is for the subscribers. There's another nice card. Look at that. It's Will Clark. And we got those 4 cards we're going to give away as a thank you to everybody. And we might do some other stuff. Obviously, we're going to do some auctions too. Lenny Dykstra nails with Ken Griffey Sr. So I always liked Ken Griffey. I always thought he was good. I always enjoyed watching him. And what's interesting is there's not a lot of his cards, if you think about it. I just thought about that myself. I was like, man, wait a minute. These older packs, I don't see a lot of Ken Griffey Jr. or Senior cards. So I'm wondering, because he was a perennial all-star back then. I'm wondering if they made less cards of him or people are just hanging on to his cards. But we know today that's the first one on most of this box we opened up. And that's the first one of Ken Griffey Sr. we found. So here's another one. Yeah. That's kind of cool, guys. So I was the Bay Bridge that collapsed, that double decker, going 120 across that bridge. I wasn't driving, but we were heading to Oakland at the time. To this girl, we were going to her mom's house, and she's going 120, and she leans over and she says to me, well, she didn't really lean over. She just like, I didn't know how fast she was going. I was content. We've been up all night. We were partying. I'm not going to say we weren't. And she's like, aren't you nervous? And I just kind of coolly, you're Pimp Daddy back in the day, you just kind of lean over, look at the speedometer. She's going 120 across the bridge. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm still kind of content. I get upset once in a while, but I get upset less than people think. Yeah. You like those Braves. I like the Braves too. I Mets and Braves and Pirates. It's kind of tough. I ended up liking obviously the Mets first. When I started collecting, that's when I got into the Braves. I had Dale Murphy's rookie card. His first rookie. And his second. And so that's how I ended up liking the Braves, because of Dale Murphy. And also because I'm a Steelers fan. When the Pittsburgh teams won the World Series, the Super Bowl, excuse me, and the Stanley Cup, I thought that was awesome that a city could do that. Even though it was the World Series and then it was the Super Bowl and then the Stanley Cup, they were in different years technically, but they were basically 1, 2, and 3. So in 79 they won the World Series, won the Super Bowl in 80, and I was already a Steelers fan at that point, obviously, because I was a kid. And then the Stanley Cup, I believe, was either in 80 or it was in 79. I can't remember which one it was. One of the wins of those 3 teams was in 1980. So I never remember which. I just know that it was an exciting time to be a Pittsburgh fan. And a lot of people weren't fans of me up in Syracuse. you know. So oh, speaking of Braves, let me try that. There we go. Kobe Allard. Let's see. I got these Freddie Freeman's Holiday. Let's see. Hamilton Holiday. And one of the newest Phillies is Zach Wheeler. He is no longer with the Mets. So, guys, I really appreciate y'all coming in this late, hanging out with me, and relaxing and just talking. I mean, that was kind of cool. I'm just gonna, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna kind of relax some, maybe play some games on my phone. I play SimCity, and I play Words with Friends. And I got an email. So if you're in there, you who sent me the email, I have everything behind me. And I mean, ouch, as I'm still trying to learn my space in here, guys. But there we go. Yeah, this is all my outgoing mail. So I've got a lot of stuff getting ready to go out. And it's just a crazy thing that I got to get it all out to you guys. And I've been trying to help you guys save a little money here and there. So we got some stuff because of a lot of patience and people. I'm going to be doing some stuff this Sunday's auction that I hope you guys will like. And then some of you already have some special stuff in there. So that said, guys, thank you again for stopping in. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on Sunday and us hanging out together. Good night, good night, good night. Remember, guys, spend the time with the ones you love. You know, show them how much you appreciate them. Sometimes they don't always believe you. Believe me, they don't always believe you. But that's why we have family and friends to hang out with people and then let them know how much we care about them in our own way that we can. And hopefully they reciprocate. That said, guys, thank you. Wax is out.